In today's video, we're going to build a simple device to improve your backyard fire pit using common household items. However, because I'm mean, I thought it'd be funny to make my wife do the voiceover without giving her any information on what I'm doing other than the raw footage. Alright, before we start today, there is some news. Kind of bad news for me. The cats are back, and it's with 2011 style vengeance. So there I was, about to do the voiceover for this video. I sat down and I'm like, ooh, what's that pungent smell? Go and check the front door. Cats have pissed all over it. Check some of the security footage. Cats everywhere. So I guess I can confirm there will be another cat repellent video. So I got to work on that. There's wires and cameras and lots of things to set up. And Kristen's like, you haven't finished this other video. And I said, well, why don't you do the voiceover for it? And she's like, mm-mm. And here's Kristen with the voiceover.
Righto, here we go. Here comes Craig. Just drop that shit. It's a something, a fan. We're talking about a fan and some cables, I think. Opening it up to get the fan out. 4 screws. When I first met Craig, I handed him a screw and I said, would you like one? That's how I won him over. That's the inside of whatever this is. It's the fan that we're talking about. Yep, that spins, Craig. I don't know what they are. Mini Tesla coils. And we're just doing some finger taps. Oh, I gotta clean it down. Just spray that with some air. Oh, more screws. Gotta get to the fan. Yeah, fan! Woohoo! Yep, that spins. Oh, it's a different fan. It's a translucent fan. Very pretty. That's nice. Battery. There's another battery. That's taped together. There's a box. It says electrical fans and motors on it. Another. How many fans do we need? What the hell is that? Is it a milkshake maker? Oh, it's got a fan on it as well. Now we're going to cut the plastic off the end and twist them. I don't know if the twisting actually helps with anything, but he's twisting them. We plug it into the battery and turn on the fan. Feel the cool air. Oh, to show you that there really is wind coming from there, let's hold a ribbon. It's got some lights. Use that fan, Craig. I think you should use that one because it's pretty. Oh, this one also works with ribbon blowing. Okay, we've got some detergent. I know that's what's in there because I've used it for cleaning before, just like dish soap. Mixed with a bit of water. Yeah, okay, we don't need the dish soap. That's not needed. For some reason, he's just dumped it there. Not down a sink, and there's holes in the table, so of course that's what's happened. I'm glad I didn't have to clean that up. Got the bottle, sticking it on a light. Oh, that's pretty. It's a diffused light. But if you wear that on your head, because that's a headlamp, you're gonna look like a bit of a kid. All right, we've got a long steel pole, I think. Tube, because it's hollow. Tube. That's 55 mil. And we're just gonna cut a length off. I think that's 500. We'll go with 500. Just get right in there. Sparks, not a problem. See, this freaks me out. I don't like the sparks touching me, but they literally are like aimed at his right now. So how does that not scare you? Okay, we're filing it down. Oh, that sound does not feel nice in my brain. Okay, we don't want the burrs. Yep, we get it. All right, there's your tube. And we're sticking the dishwashing bottle on the end. And then we draw a line around there for measurement. And then we draw another line because 2 lines are better than 1. That's what my mum used to always say. 2 lines are better than 1. Now we're going to use this saw. Okay, that must have been taking too long. So now we're using Mr. Spinny. It's bogging down a bit. That's all right. We've come back and we've nailed it. Then we're sanding that down because everything's got to be pretty for Craig. Even if we're making something that's garbage, it's got to be pretty and well filed down. Now we've got the tube again and we just shove that on the end. Oh, it's a tight fit. Come on, Craig, get it in there. Good job. Now we're measuring the bottle. Showing the difference. Yep. Okay. Like 10. It's the size of your fist. I get it. I see what you're saying there. Fist size. See, I was right. Oh no, does that 101? Cut off the end. Oh, we're getting rid of that. What was the point of measuring that? You just threw it away. You've got a funnel. You've basically made a funnel. I can buy them from Woolworths. Oh, what is with filing? You're using a ruler for filing. Okay, now the fans come back. We're not using the pretty translucent fan. We're using just standard black. You're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It's difficult. I remember this from Apollo 13. Oh, he's managed it. Oh, we're adding some glue. You're dabbing the glue where the screws go. Isn't that just going to drip through? Or are you blocking the holes up? Are you going to glue something or just blocking the holes up? Oh, now we're gluing the edges. You don't want air gaps. Oh, it's a heat gun. Oh, this is faster than the hot glue, I think. Squishes the plastic. That achieved nothing. Cool. More glue, because the heat gun did nothing. Alright, we finished gluing. Looking very good. Fan still spins. Oh, we've backlit it, so we can see the fan in all its glory. Sounds quite ominous. Oh, now it's having a vape. What the hell? What are you doing? It's quite cinematic, really. The fan is reverse vaping. It's sucking in the smoke. You're trying to show how much it's sucking in. Is that dry ice? Have you got dry ice? That's pretty cool. Oh, old school telephone cable. You know the ones where you would tie to the spot where the unit plugged into the wall? I always ended up sitting on the floor. And that's where people used to talk on the phones back then. Remember those days? Yeah, that was shit. Okay, he split the cable down the middle and twist the fan cable to the telephone cable on either side. Oh, soldering. Do you know, one time Craig left the soldering iron on and then on the ground, and I stood on it barefoot, and I had this lovely burn mark on the bottom of my foot in the shape of a soldering iron. He now keeps a soldering iron on the table. Electrical tape? Ah, so you know which one's which. You're labelling it red. Like positive and negative or something. And you're putting a connecty thing so it looks a bit more professional. Ah, to slide onto the battery. The metal part of the battery. Are you cutting it off? Oh, you're squishing it. That makes it stay there. How do you learn this shit? Okay, we've got the 2 batteries. Oh, extra power. We're using all the batteries. We got fan funnel on the tube. We've got the telephone cable now connected to the batteries for extra power. That does sound quite beefy. Ah, see, it's not as powerful now. Oh, and then just one. Oh, it's not doing anything. That's like the speed of a computer fan. Okay, we're outside the fire pit. We're getting tube into the fire. Fan on the end. Fan funnel. I'm going to call it a fan funnel. I'm quite surprised he hasn't painted it or something over the top, really, because he does do stuff like that doesn't need to be done. I don't think that's not going to balance. Yeah, that needs... The tipping point was not working for you. We're measuring. Okay, hook. What the hell are you doing? Oh, a hook for it to stay on the side of the fire. So you're going to glue the tube onto the hook. Okay, cutting. I really don't know where we're going with this. I thought I knew what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. Oh, that's going to be your hook. Oh, you're just using that to measure. You're using your little wire hook to measure. So you're going to bend that. by smacking it with a hammer. Yes! Second smack. 2 smacks. Hook. You made a hook. Very good. Clever. Now you gotta attach that. Are you gonna weld that? Are you gonna glue that? Let's read on. Screw it on. I would have welded that. Oh yeah, he's actually welding it. By the way, I can't weld. That doesn't feel like enough welds. Not that I know anything about welding, but I'm going to be judgmental about this because that's how I roll. Okay, there's all your bits. That's not welded on enough, surely. This feels like you're doing your final shots of it. Let's have a close-up look at the welds first. Alright, let's see if it holds up, Craig. Oh, it does. Now we just need fire. This contraption is just putting extra oxygen into the fire. And it's easier to start, maybe? That's a nice shot. Fan looks like it's spinning backwards. I like that effect. It's got a name. I always forget the name. He always likes to do the pigsty stack. I really am not good at starting fires. I can never make the fire like eat the big log. Like I can make the little one, but then you like jump to the big log and it doesn't. Here we go, here we go. We're at full throttle now. And it's working, very nice. There she goes. Oh my God, I've just realized he's painted it. Okay, so he's touching it while it's in the fire. I imagine that would get hot, so probably don't do that. All right, I'm done. Back to Craig.
Thought I might jump in and give a quick tech overview, but Kristen did pretty well, I reckon, especially considering the random footage that she gets dumped with. So, the benefits of running a setup like this, well, the main one, especially for a backyard setting, is your fire burns almost completely smoke-free, especially for fire pits that aren't well designed like this one. So, this is this fire normally, this is with the fan. Fan, normal, fan, normal, fan, normal, fan. But this is good to stop all the smoke blowing into the house and your eyes and your neighbours' yards, especially when you're just lighting the fire or putting on a fresh log. But not good if you're trying to smoke cats out of your garden. It also burns a lot hotter though, like seriously don't use aluminium cooking utensils like I did. I turned my mother-in-law's Jaffa line into a decorative molten puddle. Googling it now, I've also just realised that I think I destroyed an antique Jaffa line. I also stumbled upon this ad from the 1950s. It says, makes jaffles on any kind of fire. Any kind of fire. Yeah, just putting it out there, reckon that might be false advertising. Another advantage of this setup is you can get maximum heat until you're right down to your last few twigs. Safety tip though, ideally with your setup, you want the fan to be lower than your fire. So for me, a curved piece of tube would be way better than this straight one, or the tube entering from the bottom of the fire would be good as well. Also, it's important to know that if the fan isn't on, the tube will act as a chimney almost instantly, getting smoking hot. If you try and grab it, you'll give yourself a ripper burn, plus you'll melt your fan. Yeah, I'm speaking from experience in both regards. So yeah, only put it on the fire if the fan is on. Safety aside though, if you want to make your turbo fire more dangerous instead, what you can do is give the fan a little taste of your favourite hydrocarbon based aerosol, and when you get the mix just right, you can get some nice backfires happening, which your neighbour's dogs will just love. As always, thanks heaps for watching guys, and for your support on the channel. Hit subscribe. I'm Craig Turner, the YouTube channel is Turner81, and I'll catch you next time.